Hello, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So we are continuing our playthrough from the last episode, hopefully making some meaningful progress on our oxygen generation slash power generation. Once this gets up and running, we could start taking out some of these oxygen diffusers throughout the base. And then hopefully, usually it breaks relatively even on power generation, so we can just kind of have that as a self-contained thing. But I also want to put the batteries and some of the other stuff up in this area because it's all very cold up here. That'll buy us a lot of time as far as temperature goes. And then this, of course, is a cool slush geyser. It's going to pump out cold water, and that's going to let us cool other parts of our base as we see fit. All right. Let us... I mean, I'm gonna have to go pretty quick here because we're gonna. I mean, we got a ways to go, but we're eventually gonna run out of tech we can research, and we have to start moving into the radiation and into the space to get all the techs unlocked. Let's cancel that because that's never gonna get dug out. All right, so looks like food's going pretty well. We'll have some meat popping fairly soon once these hatch eggs. Okay, it says they're cramped, so there's got to be. There it is. There is an egg in there. All right, we're going all right down there. I really need to get power generation going, but in order to do that, I really need to get refining going. So it's kind of a little bit of a cascade effect here. I think this uses regular water and then outputs polluted water. I'm just gonna end up dumping all that stuff in the bottom here because I already got mixing of all sorts of stuff here, and I'll just have to build like a filter down here to sort through all the different types of water and dump it into its appropriate tank. Although if I start dumping this really cold water into here, it's going to cool down this whole space, and adding the little bit of hot water from here isn't gonna really change too much. We're gonna end up needing to, but again, it all has to tie into the power and everything. I'm gonna want to pump here to start pumping out some of this water, but good enough to just capture it for now. I'm also gonna want to build a farm up here where it's cold, so I can start growing some sleet wheat. Okay. It's gonna take a while to get through all that, so I'm just kind of clicking randomly in the tech tree just to keep progress moving while we work on the oxygen and the power. Just gonna connect that into there for now. You know, I am gonna just dump this back into... Alright, so I need... Let's just do 10 each for now. And this needs a fair amount of power. Yeah, it's 1200 watts. So, I'm just gonna have to use heavy watt wire for now. And this is gonna have to, I'm just gonna have to change all this out to heavy watt so it's not overloading. Let's get this done. This is kind of high priority because it's gonna take a long time to make all the metal, and then I'm gonna have to use that metal to finish building this out and build the power. All right, what's lacking your resources? Grill? That's fine. All right, let's get some pips going. We'll run around and start planting stuff everywhere. Should be fun. What are we doing on... Yep, we got eggs starting to pile up there. I do have to get automated systems set up to sweep and dump the eggs automatically. But for the time being, we'll just have to remember to periodically come down here and issue a sweep command so that they drop off the eggs. Alright, so this is generating... Oh no. It's outputting regular water. I thought it outputted polluted water. So, I have mere moments to avoid a crisis. There we go. Alright, so we're going to have to redirect this over here. And then we can deconstruct that and that. It's priority 8, all of that. That was almost an oopsie. Not an unsolvable one, but just I hate when the water sources get mixed. Okay. All right, is this properly moving now? Looks like it. Yep. I'm not too worried about that heating up. I'm bringing a lot of ice down here, and that ice is gonna cool this off pretty significantly. How are we doing on conductive wire? All right. It's enough to connect everything here, but not yet actually bring it out to where it needs to hook up ultimately. Speaking of which, we are going to have to start building out that a little more. But I need to increase the priority of all this construction. Guess I'll wait to do a big sweep command till after they're done with all this. Calories are still a little tight, but we got a lot of stuff coming to fruition shortly, so I think we'll be okay. And we haven't even tapped in yet into the barbecue from the hatchlings. That hasn't fully come to fruition yet. It's getting there though. We've got 5 hatches down here now. What achievement did we earn? Hatch new critter morph. That was probably the stone hatch that was down here. Yep. I built this so that they could bridge and jump onto here, and they ended up digging it all out. Suppose I should have just built that out like that. Does everybody have a bed? I don't know if everybody has a bed. I also need to extend out this bathroom a little more. Let's look at our schedule. There's a lot of people on one schedule. So let's change. This is schedule 1. This is schedule 2. This is schedule 3. Okay. Let's just do that. The downtime, the bedtime, and the bath time. this should be different too. Okay. And then we'll move that to there. And then let's move, let's see, Ren, Lyra, and Nisbet. Nisbet, Ren, Lyra, and let's do Jean, just because the next time we get a new duplicant, it'll go here, and then I'll forget about it. And that'll just buy me some more time to figure it out and fix it. All right, our research is complete. Let's keep that moving. Okay, oxygen generation's not going so great, but that's all right. We'll fix that. This is starting to be completed. Maybe I'll need to up the priority even higher. This is going to take a while to fill up, so I think we got some time here. Although, if this melts, it's going to get mixed in with all this. So I do kind of want to get that built up a little sooner than later. This doesn't need to be here anymore. I can... Probably makes more sense for ladder to go here. Deconstruct that. Okay, let's get some priority sweeping going on here, although I really want this to be done. Is igneous rock just not readily available? Let's try putting a couple storage things up here. Maybe if it's close by, it'll go a little a little quicker. All right, we want igneous rock. Yeah, we can just put igneous rock up here. Got another printing pod. Let's just do some seeds. Seems to be going all right. Food seems to be pretty good. I want to be able to kill off the meal lice entirely. I don't think we have anything here anymore. No, okay. Oh, I accidentally tapped into that. It's all right. I'll just do like a... I mean, it's really not that big of a deal, but just seal it up for the time being. Is he stuck? He is stuck. These duplicants, man, they All right, there you go. It's no longer stuck. Okay, at least they are progressing over here. That's good. I do need automation wire. Wired up to that. And I need all of these wired up to there. All these wired up to there. I think that's... yeah. I mean, it says insufficient, but we're looking pretty good here. Not too worried about it. And this is the whole purpose of this, is to make like solve oxygen generation for a very long time. So okay, they are building this now. It's good. Research is still going. You know what? I should probably put the lead up here as well, because all the lead is being used in these wires here. Once this is all sealed up, I'm probably just going to crack into this, because ultimately I'm going to need to build out like battery banks and everything over in this direction. But I don't want the water spilling into here and then having to mop it out. All right, did I get everything pretty much right in there? Yeah. I am going to need a 4 kilowatt transformer that's ultimately going to need to go hook all this stuff in. I guess I could put it... I'll put it over here, so I can just use this existing heavy watt wire and then come up there a short distance to keep that moving. Ultimately, I'm going to have to rewire that, though, when I move the big battery bank up here. So what are my dupes doing? Because I feel like they aren't prioritizing what I'm asking them to do. Well, I mean, a lot of them are probably on break right now because of the schedule, but let's see. Do I have... yeah, I could build incubators. Alright, what achievement did we earn? Automation. Okay. So I do want to build some incubators and get some eggs like consistently going up in the incubators, so I don't have to worry about sweeping them as much. As of right now, everything seems all right. I don't think any of these have died yet. No. Not that I could see. Alright, I think we're finally getting somewhere. Alright, what is in here? Let's see. Get salt out of there. Let's get abyssalite. What's abyssalite under? Miscellaneous? Yeah. That can get out of there. Definitely need brine ice out of there. I'm just gonna put it here for now. It's liquefiable. Alright, let's just do that for now. I don't want any water in this system at all, so it's gonna be very important to get that swept out of there. Okay, apparently we don't have the lead anymore for that, which is fine. We'll use another material, but what else did it get used on? No idea. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to get that dug out, rebuild this, move that wiring down. All for... Well, you know what? Do we really need to do that right now? I don't think so. Worry about that later. Alright, let's research. Keep that moving. Okay, I think we're pretty good here. Looks like everything's been swept out. It's the same situation down here. I didn't even notice this. They need the wiring there as well. Alright, so let's... Alright. Let's cancel all of that. Power, conductive wire, copper. And that should take care of that situation. That's looking for lead too. Alright, so this Atmos sensor, we want it if it's above. Okay. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. Get more rust. Materials eventually run out, but I can always get more duplicates. Alright, did I... Alright, I just gotta finish the plumbing then to get that going. Oh, I totally forgot about the output for this. Okay, so maybe we're not quite there, but we're getting there. Let's not do that yet. Let's go ahead and finish these. Get this all done. We are gonna want hydrogen generators. And then I'm ultimately gonna need 3, 4. All right, this is all gonna be priority 9. I need to get this done. Don't need that anymore. I'll actually need these taken out. Okay, that's built up. That's good. Although I am gonna need to sweep out the brine ice and stuff. Alright, I think we're in a decent spot. Once I get this swept out, I'll close this off once this is built here. Why did he fall asleep here? I probably never finished building this this bed for him. It's a little problematic. We're gonna need to build like down that entire that can happen later. Okay, so I do have that all sorted out now. I think this should be the... It's gonna take a little bit. It's probably gonna do some damage to these things initially because it's gonna be pumping oxygen first, but actually, let me see if I can... You know what? I'll just live with that. All right, let's get a smart battery set up, and then some jumbo batteries. This is going to be this the start of our electricity backbone. Let's do an automation wire to all of these. Priority 9, all that stuff. Right now we're using this to separately to start this off and keep this going. But once this starts building up here, I will rewire this to go directly off of that. And then I'll probably run a line over here and down and have it feed our entire base through here. And then I'll deconstruct all this stuff down here. Okay, so we're all sealed up here. This should be good to go. So I am going to finish the piping. Get the water going there. Get that flowing. Okay, yep, everything looks good there. The batteries aren't built yet, but I really just need to get some of this oxygen out of there, get the hydrogen starting to generate, so and that'll get built in the meantime. All right, here comes the water. It's going to get these guys going. Okay, we got some hydrogen starting there. This is slowly going to get better as all these other things get kicked out. I could build a filter right now and just, you know, sort through it that way, but all right, so we're going to want the high threshold to be 80, the low threshold to be 20. Okay. That is starting to work as intended. Certainly not perfect yet, but it's getting oxygen out. All right, let's start moving some of these. I want to move some of this ventilation way down. All right, now we're starting to get a solid amount of hydrogen built up here. Let's get this rewired. Okay. Once the remainder of this oxygen at the bottom here gets pumped out, it'll just be hydrogen pouring in from the top here. And that should stop breaking these. And we'll be in pretty good shape. Okay, here we go. Okay, more and more hydrogen, less and less oxygen. Okay, looks like it's just hydrogen now, which is good. Yep. All right, I think we're to the point we need to be. I will still have to do, like, this isn't generating a really like a net positive. I'm still gonna have to do something else to generate enough energy, but this will solve not oxygen problem, but I can start taking out this these oxygen diffusers. We're gonna like extend this down to here, add a vent, take this vent out. All right. We have enough food now. I'm not too worried about food for the duplicants. So I think we can look at adding another duplicant if it makes sense. We do need a farmer. We don't have a farm. We have ranchers, but not farmers. So let's go ahead and add a farmer to the colony. Oh, wrong button. All right, Bert. Add some farming there. And I think that leaves us in a good place here. I mean, I am generating some power, and this is going well. I do have to, finish building out the rest of these vents, but that'll happen in time. And I think this leaves us in a good spot to close out this episode. So thank you for joining me, and we will see you in the next one.